I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully this is coming through okay now. Let me check it on. Let me check it on TikTok. What the hell? Come on. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. Don't worry. We're gonna get this. Technical problems are not a problem. They're just. There we go. All right. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Yeah, seems to be okay now. I think I had there's a website running in the background that might have been causing me a little bit of a fuss. Can somebody give me a thumbs up if we are okay? We'll give a few seconds for people to hop back on. I hate when I have to end a stream like that and come back in, but let me know. Give me a thumbs up in the comments, please. I have my phone here, 2 screens here, and all this. So somebody TikTok, please, or somebody on YouTube or Twitch, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if the audio is okay. Let me know if the video is okay. It looks okay on my end. It looks okay on my phone. So as soon as somebody gives me a thumbs up, I'm going to go ahead and get started with today's recap. So, anyone? I see somebody in there. Thumbs up. Thumbs up from. Why is my chat not working? Why is my chat not working? This is pissing me off. I'm just going to make it bigger. Oh, no, moving the wrong thing. Hold up. All right, so we're just going to. And where am I moving this? I'll move it over here. I don't think anything else is over here that needs to come up. Yeah, we're good. What's up, y'all? Good to see everybody. I just wanted to say thank you guys for all your support. My audio is low. Okay, hold on, hold on. Thank you, thank you. That hopefully is better. That should be better right there. Hopefully, um, is that better, guys? Thumbs up. We're good. Audio check 1 2, mic check 1 2. I see people hopping on, so that's good. I'm going into the red on my whatever this is here, Streamlabs. So hopefully this is good. Much better. Good, 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 good. Guys, I'm excited. I'm here. I didn't think I was going to be here tonight. I woke up today and I was ready to sell my computer because honestly, financially, it's gotten so bad for me just pursuing doing this that maybe I took a little bit too long to focus on this because what I wanted to do is when I quit working at Amazon because it's unsafe. I don't know how anybody works for Amazon as a driver. That's one of the most unsafe jobs I've ever had in my entire life. I was going to take the month of April to go ahead and focus all on content. Plus, we had the rally in DC that we were helping organize. I wanted to just focus on that. I knew it was going to be hard, but it's gotten to the point I didn't realize how hard it was gonna get. And we've had some things come up around the house, like with the animals and stuff like that, and just unexpected things. So I woke up this morning and I almost sold my computer. I was ready to give up on everything because I just had to do it because I have to pay bills somehow. You know what I mean? And yes, I understand. I could go get a job tomorrow. I could go get a job tomorrow, probably working somewhere, and I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it. I hate every fucking job I have. Working for somebody else and watching the world burn in the background. I mean, what am I supposed to do, guys? Me and Mike we know too much. I cannot go back to just living a normal everyday life, being at work while people are being abducted off the streets in the United States of America, the land of the free. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard. I had a hard time with that at Amazon because I would get news alerts while I was driving, and there was sometimes I was so upset I had to pull over. So maybe and yes, it's my fault. I know, it's irresponsible. But you know what I mean? I'm 47 years old. My kids are grown. They're doing their own thing. You know what I mean? And I don't have any family members other than my mom, my daughter, and my son. So, and I really have no debt. So like if I'm going to do this, now's the time. So luckily my family believes in what I'm doing. You guys believe in what I'm doing. What's up, everybody? It's good to see you. And I was able to get some money together today, and I don't have to sell my computer for now. But again, we don't make money doing this, Mike and I. We have not made more than a few $100s in the last year and a half that we've been doing this. We've been monetized for like 6 months now on YouTube. We're almost at 10,000 followers on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, if you're watching, if you could share this, that would be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, thanks, Pamela. I was sad as shit. I cried this morning on stream, like when I was playing games. I had tears running down my face. It was just so bad because I've invested so much time and effort into this, and we've grown such an awesome community. It would just be fucking awful to throw all that away. I really don't want to do that. So we're going to continue on. Again, if you guys know of anybody that's looking to sponsor, like a local, I don't even care if it's a local company in your area and they're looking to do something that we can advertise for them. Like if they have an online store and we can help them out, if they can help us out, if it's mutually beneficial, stuff like that. But we have to 100%, not even exaggerating, have to secure some kind of funding to be able to put out this amount of content. And we need people to help us. We need editors, we need clippers, we need people that want to make videos to post on our channel. We have a vast amount of people that are ready to make content, but we just don't have the time to put everybody together. So we love you guys, though. I really do. I know I'm getting emotional and getting all sappy at the beginning of this, but oh, thanks. Yeah, that was fun on Sons of Liberty. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with them. I sent him an email today. I asked him, like, because I know he's doing film stuff and I can't remember if he said he's doing a documentary or something. He had some film work he had to do. I offered my services. Like, I'm relocatable. I'm willing to travel. I mean, obviously, you guys see I'm trying to put out as much on the street content. I've been to 6 protests this year, and I think I've live streamed all 6 of them, and I'd like to keep going. And no, Elon Musk, we're not paid protesters that just go from protest to protest. That's not how it works. It's actually one of the dumbest things I've ever heard from supposedly the smartest man on the planet. At least that's what Donald Trump says he is. So we're going to start the night off with a banger. Okay, I got a lot of stories for you now that I've been rambling for 7.5 minutes. While we're live, please share this video or invite people to come, hang out, watch. I'm going to be on until 8 o'clock. After this, I'll be on playing Doom, the new Doom. I'm probably going to multi-stream that on TikTok and Twitch. I'm excited for that. That actually early releases right at 8 o'clock, so I'll probably be like 15-minute break and then hop on and try and make it a late night. So let's have some fun, all right? I got a lot of stuff lined up for you. What I want to talk about first is the fact Trump and the tech bros are meeting with the Saudis. I do not like this. This sends my spidey senses are tingling. I'm telling you, this is not good. I mean, they're bringing Donald Trump a mobile McDonald's command unit. They're giving him $400 million planes, and this dipshit does not see anything fucking wrong with that. Come on, man. And MAGA, like, how far are you guys going to move the goalpost? You guys are professional goalpost movers. Every time this guy does something bad, you guys are like, man, it's Trump. Fucking hell, man. You guys are driving me nuts. And the comments some of you guys leave on some of my videos are just insane. And I don't know how I can't leave the most random comment on TikTok, not call anybody any names, not say anything ignorant. You know what I mean? Just be like, yeah, good luck with that. Or I actually got a violation today. Actually, the violation today was deserved. I went all in on the guy. I didn't care. I knew it was going to get a violation. As a matter of fact, I ended the comment and I said, now just go report this like the snowflake that you are. And yeah, about 30 seconds later, I got a violation. So yeah, whatever, bro, whatever. So I have a video from Bloomberg Business. This is Donald Trump and his buddies that paid for this election, the people behind the scenes. And I'm going to talk about a theory of mine that you guys are probably going to think I'm crazy. Actually, you probably won't at this point. You'll probably think I'm 100% right. I believe there is a shadow government right now, and I think I know who it is. I'm telling you, all right, just let me play this video, and I'll tell you who I think really is running the show. And I have reasons why I'm going to say this. Got AMD, NVIDIA, BlackRock. No, Stephen Miller's a part of it, though. It's not Stephen Miller, but Stephen Miller is a part of it. How is anybody okay with this? I don't actually know who that is. What does Palantir do? Okay, so we have all these tech bros, especially like Elon Musk and them, NVIDIA, all these people that are like into AI and shit. All these people are going over to Saudi Arabia, who we should be concerned about because, I mean, Saudi Arabia is not our friend. I'm not going to say they're our adversary, but they're not our friend. I mean, weren't they part of a 9/11? That wasn't that long ago, y'all. That wasn't even 25 years ago. Yeah, so real quick. All right, so let me go over who Donald Trump is meeting with. This is Mohammed bin Salman, who is MBS. You might have heard of him referred to as MBS. Formerly known as the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, he is the heir apparent to the Saudi throne. Seventh, blah, 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 whatever. Muhammad is first. Oh, God, Jesus, this is so long. He's the guy. Well, let's go down and find out the dirt. What's the dirt? He was responsible for imprisoning a journalist by the name of, and killing, wasn't it? Yeah. Jamal Khashoggi, Saudi dissident journalist, was killed by agents of the Saudi government at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkey. Khashoggi was ambushed and strangled by a 15-member squad of Saudi operatives. And that's who, yeah, Donald Trump is meeting with the Saudi government. This guy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit concerned. We've alienated all of our allies, and now we're just openly taking gifts from countries that support Hamas, like Qatar or Qatar, however you pronounce it, and the Saudis. These are not the people that America should be cozying up to. Yeah, I mean, seriously, this is not good. This is not good. Should be sounding alarms all over the place. But I don't see any of this stuff like really in the headlines. Like they're saying this is a good thing. How is this a good thing? These people they hate America. They fucking hate America. They want nothing more than America to fall. And Donald Trump is over there cozying up and saluting like a fucking jackass to the Saudi military. And then he's standing there saluting like a jackass while they're playing the fucking national anthem off key on purpose. Have you guys seen that video? Hold on a second. I gotta find this video real quick. Trump salute Saudi. It's so hard to find something. I don't know even the keyword. Saudi national anthem. Sorry, I typed like a 47-year-old should type. Where's the video? Come on. What a jackass! I've heard fifth grade marching bands that are, like this is like kids' third year in band class, like music. He just stood there. They are making fun, and this is humiliating. They are laughing at us, man. We could have had such an amazing leader. We could have had even Joe Biden. I don't give a fuck. Even Joe Biden, as old and just slow as he was, I don't give a shit. At least he was a good person and surrounded himself with decent people that were qualified to do their jobs, not fucking idiots. Fox News hosts and people that are on the road rules. and whatever that shit is on MTV back in the day. That's the guy who's in charge of like the FAA and shit. He's the one handling all the blackouts in Newark. He's the one, yeah. And they blame it on Biden. Don't get me. They still blame it on Biden. That Newark is Biden's fault. What? What? It's going to be 4 years of blaming shit on Joe Biden while America just gets screwed. Literally screwed. And on top of this, I do have some other stuff I want to talk about. I want to talk about streamers. Since I'm actually doing the streaming thing now myself. I think it's important for me to actually talk about, who I think is and is not a good influence in the streaming community. Because for those of you who don't know or don't have kids or whatever, streaming is pretty much now the medium of choice. People like Kai Cenat, for example. There are some good streamers out there. Queso. There's a lot that are very entertaining and seem to be decent people. But these kids are making money hand over fist, and some of them are extremely. See, like when I was growing up, it wasn't just influencers. Like we had good influences. Like our parents taught us to hang out with, that kid's a good influence and don't or a bad influence. Don't hang out with them. Like, okay, Dad. You know what I mean? But now they're just influencers and they get paid. They get paid handsomely to, promote whatever. I mean, these sponsors come out left and right for these guys. And now a couple of them, including like Aiden Ross, are worth they're billionaires now. These kids are billionaires because of shit like crypto. It's insane. All right, so let's get into some of the stories that we have for tonight. Let's see, which one do we want to talk about next? Let me see. Oh, yeah. I can't believe I forgot that one. So the meeting was so exciting in Saudi Arabia that old Captain Poopy Pants here fell asleep. This guy can't stay awake. He was nodding off while on. We have the video. I can show you the video. He was nodding off with the leader of the UK, Keir Starmer. I think. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Is Keir Starmer? Yeah. Just completely nodding off. The guy cannot stay up. I thought they medicated him enough to keep him awake, but I don't even. They must have needed to up the strength of the shit. Let me look here. It was the other day. Trump tariffed the country of Mattel. We had to talk about that. I think we mentioned that in the last live stream also. The fucking country of Mattel. And we're now importing white people too. That's super, super awesome. Wonderful. And they're farm workers. I called it out. They're going to give them land. They're going to give them the farms. For those of you who don't know, there's a program out there right now for farms that are failing. The government can swoop in and buy them, take them off farmers' hand. Maybe the farmer gets to continue working there, but doesn't no longer get to own it. And there it is right here. So they buy the land, and then the government has control of the land. So, Jeanette, again, thank you so much. More Danish kroners. Gotta love those Danish kroners. I don't. Oh my God, I can't believe you guys watch me from other countries. That still is weird to me. So yeah, but this guy cannot stay awake. I'm sorry, you threw me off there. This guy cannot stay awake. And here's the video we played yesterday or the other day. Was it yesterday? Jesus Christ, what is today? Wednesday? Yeah, yesterday. Donald Trump on the phone with Keir Starmer. And he looks like shit. I'm sorry, but the guy looks like shit. Even just here, but just watch him on the phone.
With trillion-dollar sectors when it comes to tech. And in the end, it comes down to, as you say, Donald, economic security is national security. On national security, we've been absolutely the closest of allies for so many years, keeping the peace through that close alliance and friendship. And now we add to that deal on trade.
He's barely awake, man.
And I want to thank you for your leadership on that, Donald.
Oh, shut up. Britain's starting to worry me a little bit. I'm not a big fan of Keir Starmer. I'm not a fan at all of Keir Starmer. What am I talking about? But Britain is starting to follow in Donald Trump's footsteps. So here he is again, okay, falling asleep. And then I'm going to talk to you about the shadow government thing real quick. And again, it's just a theory. Oh, come on, I already watched the ad.
Design the perfect voice for your brand. of Donald Trump over the next 3.5 years? I ask that with trepidation, only because you read a lot of the material now out of Saudi Arabia, and Mohammed bin Salman is saying we need a resolution on a Palestinian state. And I don't necessarily recall several years ago, pre-October 7th, as that being a demand that he had necessarily stated publicly.
How does Fox News just stay on him like that? Why would they not cut away and be like, oh, I have technical difficulty? He's just falling asleep, dude. Come on. All right, so the shadow government thing, this is my theory. It's not a theory. This is provable. It's the Heritage Foundation. It's the Heritage Foundation. They're the ones behind Project 2025. If you go back, if you watch multiple videos back to back to back to back of Donald Trump signing executive orders, he has no fucking clue what he's even signing. They are writing all the policies. That's why they want, and I'm on TikTok, so I can't say the actual word, but they are trying to ban nudity, basically everything involving that, industry. They're trying to ban that. That was part of 2025. Mike and I called this a year and a half ago. We've been talking about this. They are writing the policies. They're handing them to Donald Trump. I mean, he has Heritage Foundation staff, Stephen Miller. That's where we go back to Stephen Miller. He has people that wrote parts of Project 2025 in his cabinet. Okay, so they are running the show. We said this before Donald Trump even got elected. They are the ones that are going to be calling the shots in the background. They've always been in the background. They've been in the background since the 1980s. I'll say the 40s. Since Reagan was around. They have been trying since their inception to pull this off. Okay? You guys need to focus on the Heritage Foundation and not Donald Trump and all the clown show shit that we see. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm going to start doing more deeper dives into who the Heritage Foundation is, Kevin Roberts, and all the people that are associated with. The only reason J.D. Vance is vice president is because Kevin Roberts wanted him to be vice president. So they would have direct access to the White House. And now they do. Now they do. And they are ones writing all the policies. You might think I'm crazy. I'm going to prove it, okay? Over the next couple months, I'm going to really start digging into who the Heritage Foundation is and what these guys are all about. I think we've covered it plenty of times, but I'm going to go over it again now that people are starting to pay attention to the fact that Project 2025, that thing that liberals, that fake news we were giving you, you're seeing that it's real. And they're cutting benefits. They're cutting Social Security. They're cutting food stamps. I have an article about that we're going to talk about. MAGA's getting screwed over big time. They're getting hurt the worst because red states take more financial aid. This is a fact. Okay, this is not liberal propaganda. Red states. I'm not saying anything bad about it because I've been on public assistance. I'm poor. I'm right there with you. Okay, so I'm not knocking it. I understand what it's like to be poor and then to hopefully make your food stamps last for the entire month, which they usually don't. People think that people that get food stamps, like they're eating, some people out there, yeah, they abuse it. Of course, that's how everybody abuses everything. It's just it's just the way shit is. Okay, but most people need that food to eat, to, live. It's not, they don't go out celebrating, oh, it's food stamp day. Hey, let's go buy a bunch of food and shit. That's not how it works. Okay? Stop fucking saying that. And it's hard to explain to people that have never been on food stamps, which I have as a single parent. I raised my kids with just the help of my mother from the ages of 8 and 10 years old. Okay? And I've fucked up a lot in between there. So I'm not going to say like I was a perfect dad. So don't give me kudos for being a single parent, even though it is difficult. I get it. But unless you've been on some sort of public assistance and needed it and they rely on it. It's not that they just get it for no fucking reason. Like, people get it because they're broke. I mean, you have to be poor as fuck to get food stamps. If you make even over a certain amount of money, then they will take away your food stamps and your medical assistance if you're on that as well. And every state is different, but red states require way more public assistance as states than blue states. The blue states are the ones that are helping provide the assistance to the red states. And your Fuhrer, your dear leader, is about to cut you the fuck off. So I hope you have a backup plan which I know if I was in that position, I wouldn't, because poor people don't have backup plans. We just exist. We just deal with shit. Like today, like I said, I woke up, I almost had to sell my computer just to pay some bills. And then, which means I would have had to give up doing this. I would have had to give up all that. Gaming, live streaming, news, podcast. I would have had to put it all in the rearview mirror, and probably would have taken me years to get another computer at the rate things are going. So I get it. Okay, so do not knock people that are on food stamps, okay? They do not have a good existence. You do not live a lavish life and be on public assistance, okay? And if you've never been on it, shut the fuck up. Don't say negative things about it. You don't get it, okay? I hate when people say that, oh, I did it all on my own. Well, good for you, okay? Some people don't have that luxury. Some people need help. And that's okay. Like, I don't understand why the government helping the people is socialism, but the government helping companies like Elon Musk is capitalism. Does that make any sense? Like, he gets billions of dollars. Imagine that billions of dollars he gets goes to the American people. Oh my God. Imagine what kind of life we could have had. I've said this before a million times over. You guys, believe me or not, I don't give a shit. We could right now have universal medical benefits. We could have universal income where everybody get like a supplemental amount of income every month, live for living expenses. We could have all that stuff right now. Universal daycare. We could have all that right now. If we could somehow stop electing people that want to funnel the money upwards and not downwards to us. Okay? There's hundreds of millions of us, and there's a few hundred of them. When I say them, I mean billionaires. But for some reason, America has decided to continue to funnel the money upwards, as opposed to electing somebody that was actually offering to help build out the middle class. She was actually offering huge tax incentives for new businesses. She was going to help build millions of homes, affordable homes across the United States to make housing more affordable. She actually told us what the plan was. And you dumb shits still elected Donald Trump because you thought he was going to take care of you. Someone who has never cared about anybody in his entire life. Just him. You know what? I'm going to show you proof why you're idiots for voting for Donald Trump, okay? Especially if you get public assistance. I feel bad for all of us. And I say us, okay? So I get it. All right, so we're not going to talk about that yet. Here you go. The new plan they've proposed. Expanded work requirements in a House Republican bill would take food assistance away from millions. State and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so here you go. They're cutting SNAP by at least $230 billion over 9 years, cutting the program by more than 20%. One of the harshest cuts would take food assistance away from people, including, for the first time ever, parents with children over the ages of 6. So if your kid is 7 and this passes, and you're a single parent, especially because they're targeting them, good luck. Good, you're about to have no food money. And some people get thousands of dollars a month because, depending on how many kids they get. I'm not saying thousands like as in 10,000 or something like that, but I mean, maybe, I don't know how much people get. I used to get like $400 or $500 a month for 2 kids. It wasn't a lot. You know what I mean? And for some reason, they're also putting a work requirement in. And I'm going to explain to you who don't seem to understand why this is a fucking terrible idea. Who is going to watch their kids while they now have to work 20 hours a week to get a few $100s in food stamps? Okay, that's called daycare. Daycare ain't fucking free. And they're cutting as many social programs as they possibly can. Daycare's expensive. If you're a parent who's ever paid for daycare, you're probably nodding your head going, yeah, daycare is expensive. So now, while that person is working 20 hours a week, they're going to have to ask somebody to watch their children. Okay, maybe one kid, not too bad. Maybe a family member could watch it. Okay, well, what if they have 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids? Who's going to watch them? And the more kids you have, the more expensive daycare is. Oh my God. See how that works? So now they're going to probably spend more money a month on daycare than they're going to receive in food stamps. So if you voted for Donald Trump and you are on food stamps, which I know there are millions of you that are, you should be in the streets right now pissed off at them. They are trying to screw you. This is not Biden. This is not fucking Republic, or this is not the Democrats. This is Republicans proposing to fuck us all over willingly so they can give tax breaks to these assholes that are visiting Saudi Arabia and look at taking tours probably on Donald Trump's brand new $400 million, most likely 100% bugged airplane. I mean, let's be honest. This is fucking insane at this point. And tens of millions of people voted for this thinking somehow that this rich asshole was going to take care of them. That is mind-blowing. And they still defend him. I could show them this, and they would be like, it's fake news. I could show them the actual bill, and they would be like, oh, that's fake news. Now, obviously, it hasn't passed. But, I mean, the fact that they're even proposing it is absolutely crazy. Millions of kids are going to starve to death because of this, man. This is serious. Lives are at stake. Food. We need food to survive, right? Well, some people need help getting that food. I don't understand why that's such a problem for some people. Why is giving people the ability to feed their family when they're at probably their lowest in life? I don't understand why that's such a bad thing. But we give Elon Musk all kinds of contracts worth billions of dollars, and that's fine to you guys. MAGA, yeah, oh, that's great. Yeah, cool. Goddamn, it's already been a half an hour on here. Hey, welcome everybody. Sorry I haven't been checking the comments. I've been kind of going on rants, man. I'm pissed because I care about people, man. That's my problem. That is my problem. Is I give a shit. Sometimes I wish I didn't. Like some of these people, like I just give a shit. I don't want to see anybody starve to death in this country. But now that's a very good possibility. People could actually lose their lives as a result of malnutrition. Or we have another article here where they're talking about they're going to put more forever chemicals in the water. They're loosening the regulations on that Biden put in place. So we can forget about clean drinking water or tap water. We're screwed there. Elon Musk's turbines are currently pumping out poisonous methane gas or methane smog in the local marginalized communities. This country is going to shit. Like, if you're not from here, don't come here, man. Do not come here if you're not from here. Even if you're from here, Hassan Piker recently got accosted by customs or border, whatever the hell it's called, coming back into the country. Oh, now my dog's barking at somebody again. They're arresting, they're arresting judges and trying to prosecute judges. This is going crazy. This is insane. And in 1 month from today, we're going to be seeing Donald Trump put on a $100 million military parade. The guy's spent like $500 million by then. Taxpayer money. What are we even talking about? I saw a guy today talking about to remodel that plane, that $400 million plane will cost $1 billion roughly and take years. They said it probably wouldn't even be done before Donald Trump's second term ended. That's how much shit they'd have to take out and put back into this airplane. What are we even talking about here? All right, so let's move on. Oh, man. But yeah, giving a shit sucks sometimes, man, because I don't want to see anybody suffer. That's crazy. But some of y'all voted for it. Some of y'all voted to suffer. The only thing, I guess the only difference that I like to say to everybody is like, I'm going to suffer on my terms. We're all about to suffer. So I'm going to suffer on my terms. You can make your decision, but I'm not going out without, voicing my opinion. I guess that's the best I can say on the internet without getting in trouble. They're talking about suspending habeas corpus. We could go to jail for not doing anything. and then not even get a trial. We could be locked up indefinitely for no reason. I could get locked up for saying the shit I'm saying right now. If they saw my YouTube channel and thought I'd be a threat somehow, I mean, I'm a small channel, so they probably don't give a shit. But larger channels, like Hassan Piker, they knew exactly who he was. You know what I'm saying? But some of us are ready to take a stand. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I will not let my dad's memory go like, there's no way my dad would be furious right now if he was alive. I'm honestly glad he's not alive to see this country go to shit like this. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, on top of Donald Trump cutting everybody's benefits, like the nice guy that he is, all those that have invested in his stupid ass crypto coin, his meme coin or whatever, are losing their asses. Okay? Some crypto bros, and it's just a pump and dump scheme. A lot of these meme coins, there's some out there that seem to be pretty stable. I mean, I don't think any crypto coin is actually really stable, but there are some that have a lot bigger portfolio, I guess, than others. I don't even know how to say it. I'm not in the crypto. I'm poor. Poor people don't have crypto. I know what it is, and I understand it, but at the same time, if you don't have any money, you don't really give a shit about investments and stuff like that. So, all right. So on crypto, though, on Donald Trump's crypto coin that he launched like 3 days before he got into office, right, is putting millions, hundreds of millions of dollars of profits into his pocket. So 58 wallets have made over $10 million each. And Trump's meme coin, totaling over $1 billion in profits. Okay. However, 764,000 wallets of mostly small dumbass MAGA holders have lost money on Trump's coin. You deserve this. You deserve this. If you want to invest in anything that Donald, he's a con artist. He conned his way into the White House. That's actually kind of impressive. I mean, if you think about it, he's an idiot. The guy's a moron. And he's somehow the president of the United States. That says a lot about us. That says a lot. So, yeah, a lot of people, MAGA, mostly, are losing their ass. I remember when I was working at Amazon, there was a guy there was like, yeah, we're all going to get rich. I'm like, on what? And he's like, yeah, Trump just launched meme coin. I was like, all right, yeah, okay, see how that goes. And it went up, and then they rug pulled it, and it crashed. And a couple days later, he's like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on, man. I told him, I do. You invested in Donald Trump. That's what's going on. That's the problem. Oh, man, these people give me a headache. You know what? But I love you guys for hanging out because today started off pretty goddamn shitty. And I'm starting to really enjoy the streaming thing. I was looking forward to today. And there's quite a few of you in here this time. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually really happy to see everybody. Again, if you guys want to see us on social media, our TikTok and Blue Sky, I don't think our Substack's in there. We have a Substack. We have a what the hell is it called? Discord. We have a Discord. Does anybody know about a Discord? I don't know what the hell. People always talk about Discord calls, and I'm on Discord. And I don't know shit about Discord. Does anybody know anything about Discord that can help us out? That would be awesome because we would like to do that too. But yeah, it has all our social media information. We have merch. If you guys are interested, we have a couple funny shirts. One is our activism with attitude with the warning on the back. It says responds to ignorance with sarcasm. And then the other one is the Derp State. the show that me and James do has the logo of the Derp State. And then it says MAGA morons are governing America on it. It's just funny. The other shirt on there I need to delete. It looks like shit. So, but if you guys are interested, we do have that. Also, again, I hate this part of the show. If you guys want to donate, help us out at all. Jeanette, a lot of you guys have. Jeanette, I know, always participates in the show. There's a bunch of ways you guys can actually help support us now. I know there's ways through TikTok, but or not TikTok, but YouTube. But honestly, I just really haven't looked into it that much. I'm more focused on trying to get the content and growing our channel before I worry about that stuff. I just can't focus on that right now. I have to focus on what we're trying to do and the message and all that stuff. Yeah, Yvonne's like, I don't know it out either. I'm 47. I didn't know how to podcast or edit videos or live stream, or I didn't even have a social media account hardly before all this. So yeah, this is all new to me too. So I'm beyond my capacity though, I think, for learning new shit. So if anybody wants to help and have some fun with Discord, because I do the gaming stuff too. So Discord, a lot of gaming stuff goes through Discord. So if anybody wants to help out with that, that'd be great. So yeah, unfortunately we can't pay you. Only catch is we don't have any money, but that's okay. But if you guys want to donate, please do. Our GoFundMe link is there. We're just trying to build our channel. We need money to. I mean, you need money to push the. We can actually advertise on Google now through our AdSense account with the channel. We just, like I said, we don't have the funding to do stuff like that. So. We're working on it though. We're working on it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and being supportive throughout all this. It's been a rough ride this last year and a half. I mean, it's been fun. It's been a lot of. This has been the time of my life. I've never enjoyed myself more than doing content and learning how to do all this shit. And starting a YouTube channel like at 40 years old or 45 years old was weird. And I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's turning into something, or could turn into something. I don't know. All right, moving on. Let's go to some, what do I have up here? I'll get rid of the Trump salute. I have some headlines we can go over. Some, I guess, good. I don't know. This one is, I don't know how to read this one. It's overdose deaths fell 27%, but remain above pandemic level. Apparently, I don't know. They could be lying at this point because they're trying to say that Donald Trump. That's why I don't believe a lot of this shit. It's so hard to determine. Okay, so it's very high factually. Okay, so we do have a decline in overdoses over last year, which is good from opioids, which is fantastic. Fentanyl is a large problem. I think I've shared before that I have had my bout with fentanyl. Almost killed me. I'm only lucky somebody found me and called the 911. But yeah, this shit's horrible. And I'm glad to see that that's going down, but apparently meth. Apparently meth usage is on the rise. I don't know why I find that funny. We got all right, well there is a connection. There is a connection to World War II Germany and methamphetamines. But we won't get into that because I'm on TikTok. Actually, only one person's watching on TikTok anyway, so I might as well close that out. But yeah, so that's good. I mean, at least, as someone who has, unfortunately, overdosed in my past. Like I said, I've not always made good decisions, and I wasn't always a good person. People do change or can change. I'm an example of that. But I survived, and I've come out stronger as a result. But it is, especially in my town, I think there was a point where EMTs in the hospital was overwhelmed because they were getting so many calls, people overdosing on this fentanyl-laced. I mean, people were buying heroin, but it was laced with mostly fentanyl. So people were dropping left and right for a while. That was actually all over the country. It wasn't just in my town. I mean, it was all over the country. And so. But now they claim that Donald Trump has saved 800 gazillion lives as a result of his first 100 days in office. I forget what she said. It was like 200 and some million people she saved. And then later on, it was down to like 121 million. And they keep changing the numbers. So that's why I don't always put my faith in the stats that they put out, especially when it comes to places that are run by complete idiots. For example, I have, bloop. Let me see. Should I start with that one? No. Oh, hold on. Wait. No, let's start with this one. What did I do with his video? Oh, no. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I might have closed the wrong one out. Oh, you know what? It was the RFK one. I think that was causing the problem earlier. I can pull that up. On Twitter. The guy who's running our health and human, the guy who's promoting Maha. Hell yeah, RFK Jr. We'll just put RFK Jr. swamp and see what comes up. Oh, this is a scene from. This is a scene from what is it? The new National Lampoon's Family Vacation.
Natural. Yeah, and it's really good for you too. Actually, the minerals that are in this mug.
RFK Jr. Swam in. So there we go. There we go. RFK Jr. posts photos of himself. So he's underwater, dude. The brainworm is being fed. I think the brainworm told RFK Jr., I need bacteria. And he's like, okay, let's go take my entire family and grandkids into a cesspool, basically, filled with human raw sewage. And on Fox News, it's hilarious that I think it was Jesse Waters. He's like, wow, that water's clear. And like, it looks fine to me. Like, bro, do these people not understand how germs and you can't see bacteria. What the fuck? But that's how they're trying to spin the person in charge of our health and human services is an idiot who took his entire family to a creek contaminated with sewage and high levels of bacteria. Okay. Mother's Day hike in Dumbarton Oaks Park and a swim with my grandchildren, Bobcat and Cassius. Who names their kid Bobcat? What is this? Okay. Yeah, he wrote that on a social media post attached to photos showing him taking a dunk. Bobcat. Good old Bobcat. All right. I'm not going to make fun of the kid because it's a kid. All right. I get it. But I can't believe this guy posted photo. This is his account. This is his account. Yeah, they're all just... There's poo in there, dude. So yeah, the brainworm is now growing stronger. That's how the brainworm gets power. You swim in raw sewage, and then you bring your family in so they can get brainworms too. That's so dangerous. You know how many diseases you can get from stuff like that? Jesus. That is absolutely the worst idea ever. And there's signs posted everywhere. There's signs posted everywhere like this. Yeah. And it's literally like well known in DC not to swim in that area because of the quality of the water. Here's a sign right here. Swimming, wading, and bathing are prohibited in Rock Creek Park due to high bacteria levels. National Park Service and DC have regulations in place to protect public health. I'm sorry. But why is that so funny to me? Let me read that again. They have regulations in place to protect public health. We have the guy in charge of the health department swimming in it. I'm gonna fucking break my keyboard, y'all. I swear to God, I'm gonna crash out. Oh my God. I hope he gets dysentery. I hope he shits his brains out. I hope so. I hope he gets pink eye too. Both eyes. Really bad. Like just wakes up swollen. Oh my God. That is hilarious though. That is hilarious. Okay. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on. But America is worried about Trump's handling of the measles. Obviously. What the fuck, man? I'm losing my mind. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Before I read this, we'll pick on one of the articles. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'll probably go to Reuters or something. Before I read that, RFK says people shouldn't take his medical advice. I'm done. I'm so glad I kept my computer to do this episode. I'm so glad I didn't sell my computer this morning, man. I got to thank my family again for helping me out. Because this shit is fucking crazy. This shit is insane. come on, y'all. You got to admit, this is out of control. This is dumb. This guy's in charge of our vaccines and the information that gets out to the public about what is and is not good for you. Holy shit. He's swimming in shit-infested water, and he's going around here in a hearing saying, yeah, you shouldn't be taking medical advice from me. What a... I would lose my mind, bro. And people were like, yeah. Okay, so during a congressional hearing on Wednesday, RFK Jr. stated that people should not rely on his medical guidance concerning vaccines. Obviously, Kennedy's ambiguous stance followed long-standing criticism and scrutiny over his past promotion of debunked claims linking vaccines to autism. Again, I thought that conspiracy was dead, but now they brought it back. So during the hearing, Kennedy hedged when asked about vaccinating children against measles, polio, and chickenpox, stating his opinions were irrelevant and declining to give advice. Now there's, because of RFK Jr. and the right-wing conspiracy bubble, especially on Twitter, measles is it's out of control. It was eradicated in the early 2000s, I think it was. Was it 2010s or the early 2000s? I can't remember. But we had a 12, what it meant when they say eradicated, that means that we had like a 12-month period of time where we didn't have any measles. Which is good. That's great, right? That's a good thing. So it was gone. But because of conspiracy theories, stuff like vaccines cause autism has led to the return of stuff like the measles. And this is especially in the state of Texas, but this is also in a lot of other states as well now. And it's 100% because people are not getting their kids vaccinated. My kid, Jesus Christ, I have so many vaccinations for being in the military, man, and I'm fine. Jesus, I don't know what's in it. You don't know what's in anything. You can't pronounce half the shit's in that Red Bull that you have. And you're like, I don't know what's in it. Shut the fuck up. Just get vaccinated so that all of us don't start getting sick, man. Or maybe natural, this is harsh to say, but maybe natural selection will just fucking take its course, right? I'm cursing too much on this episode, but I'm actually excited right now for some reason. But yeah, maybe there'll be a new variant of COVID. But the fucked up part is they'll be vaccinated. They'll come out publicly. Like if there was an outbreak right now, right? If there was an outbreak of some kind of disease or whatever right now, they would get vaccinated if they knew it would make sure they didn't get it. Like they would absolutely 100% get vaccinated. Most of them are against COVID. But the people that believe that they aren't vaccinated and that they're against vaccines, you see how this works? It's all a big hustle. But these people are all phonies, fakes. I guarantee all of them are vaccinated. It's stupid to think otherwise. Man, what do you mean my mouse could? You better turn it back on. My mouse just decided to stop working. Come on, buddy. Wake up. 1 second here. Technical difficulties. Bang. Okay, so Kennedy's refusal to support vaccines during a growing outbreak and his warnings against taking his medical advice raised concerns about his public health guidance and drew strong rebuke from lawmakers. Obviously, this is crazy. Yeah, I shouldn't be taking medical advice from me. Yeah, no shit. We shouldn't be taking any medical advice from his, was it Surgeon General? The lady, the pseudoscience lady? The holistic healer who never finished her residency. I thought for a second she was a doctor. I guess she technically is. She finished medical school, but she never finished her residency. I don't know how that works. She's in charge. She's working right along with this dipshit who's swimming in sewage. Fucking wonderful, man. This is so good. This is so good. All right, man, we're about at the halfway mark, and I'm just rolling along. I'm probably going to end the show like at 7:45 because Doom cuts out at 8. I want to be on I'm going to take a little break and get a little snack, take the dogs out, and all that stuff. But I'm actually happy with how many people are in here, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I know I can be entertaining sometimes when I'm in a good mood. Sometimes it's hard for me to do this just because I'm. You know how it is. It's like hard to be entertaining or be in a good mood for me, anyways. Like if I have a lot going on in my life, like today, this morning, I was in tears. I was on stream, literally trying to play video games for the last time while I had a tear running down my face because I didn't want to give everything up. So yeah, sometimes life makes it hard to be as entertaining, but I can do it when I'm in a good mood. Not a problem. So, but this is the guy who is handling the measles outbreak, which is now very bad. Americans worry about Trump's handling of the measles outbreak. Oh my God, do they really? Shocker. Because they're not doing anything about it. They told people to take vitamin A, which is toxic at high levels. They had kids going to the hospital because Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was like, yeah, I heard vitamin A gets rid of the measles. So parents, without doing any research, because they believe everything these people say, were giving their children high-ass doses of vitamin A, which I believe is really bad for your liver. And you shouldn't even be taking it unless it's under doctor supervision, if I'm not mistaken. It's not like vitamin C. Like, you can't just take all vitamins in high doses and think it's good for you. It's not how it works. So, yeah, kids are getting sick as a result and going to the hospital as a result of RFK. We're not going to blame it on Biden or anybody else, okay? RFK Jr., the man that Congress and everybody, or Senate, or Donald Trump's entire staff, okay? None of these people know what they're doing. None of these people are qualified for their positions. So if you think it's a shit show now, like, we're just getting started. It's only been almost 4 months. That's it. We're just getting warmed up. Okay, wait till the freaking military parade. Speaking of which, before I go on to the next story, actually, before I start talking about this, there are actually a couple protests I am trying to go to, so I'm going to try and figure something out there. There's supposed to be one real big in D.C., like a huge one with thousands of people there, and I really want to go to a massive, huge protest. It's like, in the back of my head, it's like the one thing I'm missing is just this going to a really big protest. I've been reaching out to people that are organizing it. Hopefully I can get like some kind of, not secret access, but like front row access so I can stream it. Well, at least I want to go back to DC and check that out. Plus, fightagainstfascism.org is, we're also they're talking about, I haven't been able to commit to it yet for financial reasons, to a protest in Atlantic City next month as well. So I'm going to work on that and see what I can do. But at this point, I can't make any promises. Like last month, DC, I was 100% committed. I was participating in every meeting and all that stuff. But right now, it's just like, I don't know what I can do to help other than my podcast and stuff like that. That I can still do, almost not, but that I can still do. But other than traveling around right now, I just don't have the funds to do it, unfortunately. So, but if I can figure it out, there are a couple massive events I want to go to and live stream for you guys. The stuff that the news is going to suppress. I want to bring you the stuff that the news is not going to bring you. I want you guys to see us in the streets. I want you guys to see us out in the streets. I want you to feel inspired that people are out protesting, even though we're being threatened with having all of our rights taken away, even though we're being threatened with going to prison with no due process whatsoever for however a long amount of time. We still are going to be out in the streets regardless. I don't give a shit. You can declare martial law and I'm still going to go out and protest. I don't care. I think people should. I think if he declares martial law, I think everybody should be in the streets, because at that point, we don't have rights, and Donald Trump is permanent. I don't think people understand that. If he has a Republican, if they declare martial law and they suspend, elections and all, I mean, there's the amount of shit they could do, the amount of damage they could do would be endless. But if that happens, everybody should be in the streets, because at that point we have no rights and we no longer are a country. So far, we're hanging on to democracy by a fucking very, very fine thread. But in the meantime, the amount of damage they're going to do, as a result of stupidity like this is just going to be massive. So a measles outbreak centered in Gaines County, Texas, infected over 700 people and spread to Oklahoma, Kansas, and New Mexico in 2025. Low vaccination rates, with only 82% of kindergartners vaccinated, amid a national decline from 95%. Jesus Christ, these states are bringing the entire national average down by 2.5%. That's crazy. Which is what fueled the outbreak. Parents are not getting their kids vaccinated. The outbreak has caused 2 deaths among children that are not vaccinated in Texas and 1 adult death in New Mexico, while national vaccination gaps hide local pockets of vulnerability. I don't think people understand how they think it's not the chickenpox. Okay, it's not the chickenpox. The measles is horrible. 1, yeah, it could be fatal. It could actually kill you. But 2, it basically resets your entire immune system. So every disease, every cold, everything you've ever built up an immune system to, you're now vulnerable to again. Okay? It's very, very bad, especially in adults. And obviously, it's not being handled well by the guy who swims in sewage and the lady who believes in holistic medicine and, I don't know, shining UV lights up people's assholes. I don't know what these people do. Pseudoscience is basically a way of saying it's not science. I don't know why they gave it a name. They should just say this is stupid. That's what it should be called. This is stupid. There's science, and then there's this is stupid. I don't know, why are we giving it names that sound all like professional, like pseudoscience? No, because most people don't know what pseudoscience means. They hear that and they're like, oh, wow, okay, that sounds really neat. No, it means that there's no science involved. Okay? So, the scientific method is not followed at all. That's why they're selling ivermectin on Truth Social. Just saying, okay? Do you really want that to happen? I mean, they've had people going to the hospital to get their stomach pumped because they're not inspecting milk for like transferable illnesses or what, a bacteria and all that stuff. They fired all the people. So now they got people getting sick from drinking milk. And then you got dumbasses, even worse, drinking raw milk. Oh my God. That's their thing. Like swimming in sewage, brain worms, eating roadkill, and like raw milk and holistic medicine. Holy shit. I mean, I believe in herbal medicine. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. I believe in that, but I like science-backed medicine, which, the stuff that I use, my organic materials, TikTok, there's actually science behind it. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So, we're in trouble. Food safety is now going to be a concern. We could have foodborne illnesses due to the lack of inspections and regulations to maximize profit. So, there's that. That's awesome, right? Then we have, which one? Oh, that's the one in Wisconsin. No, that's not it. This is the one I want to talk to you guys about. There is no center. Okay, so let's go left. I don't want to read the bias comparison. Left leading outlets, frame EPA rollbacks, the PFAS drink water. Let's go to highly factual. Okay, there we go. See if it lets me have it. What is this, independent? Yeah. No. I just want to look at one article. Jesus Christ, I don't want to sign up for shit. So the EPA weakens regulations aimed at curbing forever chemical pollution in drinking water. This was something that Biden had put into place. Environmental groups say weakening regulations that fight forever chemicals will harm the health of millions of Americans. These people are trying to kill us, and they don't care. So all these companies like Elon Musk pumping fumes into the air, toxic fumes into the air. Now they're going to do it to the water as well. So, in part of the administration's continued push to overturn the actions of its predecessors, for some reason, he's just obsessed with overturning everything that Joe Biden put into place that was actually helping the American people, he managed to convince everybody that those were bad things. Like they called it, like the Affordable Care Act. The right wing, they're the ones that named it Obamacare. They're the ones because they knew the right hated Obama. So they named it Obamacare, got people to hate Obamacare, completely forget that it's called the Affordable Care Act. And now millions of Trump supporters are like, oh, I'm going to lose my health insurance. They're getting rid of the Affordable Care Act. We're like, yeah, dumbass, that's Obamacare. The right wing made that up to make you hate it. They intentionally named it that because they knew they could make it somehow an evil thing and twist it and make you disgusted with it, with somehow like giving people better affordable medical insurance is somehow a bad thing. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Yeah. So, okay, let's go. In part of Trump administration predecessor, the EPA has said Wednesday it would weaken Biden-era standards limiting the pollution of potentially toxic forever chemicals in U.S. drinking water sources. In U.S. drinking water sources. Like, are you guys not getting it over on the right? I know we get it. Like, I know people that watch this show get it, but I'm always hoping, like, eventually a MAGA will jump in here and be like, oh, shit, that makes sense. That's, what am I saying? What am I saying? That's never going to happen. All those that still support Trump are never going to not support Trump. He could walk up and kick one of these dudes square in the nuts, and they would probably thank him for it. Like, seriously, there's something wrong. Like, Trump derangement syndrome is real, but they have it. That's the funny part. So they don't realize. They keep saying, yo, you'll have TDS. We're like, y'all are the ones posting AI buffed out pictures of Donald Trump. Like, we ain't posting none of that. What are you doing? That's so dumb. Okay, so while it plans to maintain standards for two common chemicals known as likely carcinogens, great, cancer-causing agents, okay, the agency said it would rescind the regulations and reconsider regulatory determinations for that, and a mixture of these three plus that to ensure. I just don't feel like reading all those goddamn letters. Sorry. I think my gummy bears may have kicked in about 14 minutes ago. I'm giggly as hell, bro. What the hell? This is so crazy though. So they're literally gonna make water less safe to drink. So buy bottled water, folks. I bought 2 cases the other day just to keep in the basement, and I plan on buying more myself. Because drinking water, what they're doing is they want to allow companies that Biden said you cannot dump this stuff into the water. Trump's like, you can dump this stuff in the water. That's what, in a nutshell, that's what's happening. Biden's like, hey, we're going to make the water safer for people, for the Americans. Donald Trump's like, you know what, buddies? You guys all donated a lot of money and are the reason that I'm president. So I'm going to let you pollute the water and make millions of people sick. And I guarantee they're going to do it in marginalized communities. I guarantee it. They're going to fucking start. That's the first place they're going to do it. Start dumping it and poisoning. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I just put that together. This is an easy way for them to poison people and target people with poisons. Am I crazy in saying that? Like, I can't believe TikTok doesn't push my shit at all, man. They could eat a dick. I'm gonna turn my phone off. I don't know. I got 56 viewers total on TikTok. It's such a waste of time. So yeah, thanks for watching over on Twitch. There's one of you watching on Twitch and the rest on YouTube. I appreciate it. But no, this shit's insane. But am I crazy though? Like, if they give the permission for companies to pollute, that would make it so easy for them to just target who they can book. Oh my God, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, maybe my conspiracy brain is going again. And you guys know I like to sometimes I jump to conclusions a little bit. I've been right on a lot of things. I've been wrong on a lot of things. But this to me just, just like yesterday, like people weren't agreeing with me. It was yesterday or the day before, where I said that I think Donald Trump is importing the white farmers because they specifically said farmers. So I think what's happening is they're deporting the brown farmers, and then they're going to go ahead and import all these white farmers. And then Donald Trump is out there in the media saying that these white people are being killed in South Africa, which is not happening. They're calling it white genocide. They're bringing more racist white people over here, and at the same time, they're going to demonize the black community because now they're looking at Africans, you know what I mean, and saying that they're committing white genocide. So now we have African Americans. You know how like MAGA likes to just associate one with the other. So they're going to automatically, you know what I mean? They're setting it up. They're setting it up for like some kind of race shit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like the fact that they're importing white farmers and literally giving them food and clothing and housing. And from what I've heard, possibly farmland. But yeah, that's crazy. So if anybody's stealing your jobs, white South Africans. So if you're a farmer out there and you lost your farm to the government, or the government bought your farm because your farm was failing, and yeah, you could have lost it to a South African immigrant. Just think of that. I thought you guys were against immigration. They're like, no, we're against illegal immigration. And then we're like, well, they're deporting legal U.S. citizens. They're like, well, that's different. Oh, how is that different? You're saying because, just say it. Just fucking say it, you racist sons of bitches. Just say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just because their skin is brown. That you just hate that they're darker skinned than you. That's the only thing. It has nothing to do with immigration. Just stand on business. This proves it. Just stand on business and say it. Has nothing to do with getting out the criminals or illegal immigration or none of that shit. It's just about racism. I fucking hate this country sometimes, man. I love my country for what it could be, but I hate the fact that this is what we're dealing with at the moment. So yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, this was the one I was talking about. The federal grand jury indicted the Wisconsin judge in the immigration case. They're accusing her of obstruction, saying that she aided a undocumented immigrant. They help evade the authorities. ICE is Donald Trump's Gestapo. If you guys are listening and you don't know what that is, look it up. Look it up, because that's what ICE is. Again, rumors are that they're just hiring Proud Boys and ex-cops that probably have terrible criminal, or not criminal histories. Some of them do have criminal histories. Well, they got rid of that database too, so the guy very well could be. Cops that had misconduct charges and stuff like that. And they're just, this is awful. This is awful. And the GEO group, that one, we talked about it before, in Newark, New Jersey, when the mayor got arrested, like 20 armed dudes come out. Masks. Who else likes to wear masks? Yeah, masks covered up so the media wouldn't see them. Out front of a facility that didn't even have the proper permitting and everything to be open. That facility is owned by a company called the GEO Group. The GEO Group is a private prison facility that has been contracted with Donald Trump for, I think, $1 billion, we said, to build private prisons and to help him take people off the streets. It's his private police force. He doesn't need the cops. He doesn't need the military. He has ICE. If he suspends civil liberties and habeas corpus, ICE can come after you. Everybody. I mean, they can kick your door down, come take you out of your house for a post that you post on the internet. That's crazy. In America in 2025. I mean, we were almost going to celebrate 250 years of democracy. We were actually the oldest functioning democracy in the world. And Donald Trump fucked it up for greed and power. And millions of people are going to suffer as a result. So I hope you guys are proud of yourself that voted for Donald Trump, because when you suffer, I want to see a damn video from you on TikTok and being like, oh my God, I lost all my benefits. How is this happening? Look in the mirror. That's why it's happening. You voted for this. You voted for this. But the wrong people all are like happy about Trump being president, like all the crypto bros and all the tech bros and all that stuff. Like they're celebrating Donald Trump because they're making money hand over fist, which we'll talk about in a second. Actually, you know what? Since it's at, because I want to see what Donald Trump's doing on True Social. I've been rambling a lot today. I appreciate you guys hanging out. This is the most viewers I've had on one of these live streams. Not on TikTok, though, because TikTok hates when I talk politics. All I'm doing is reading the news and saying fuck a lot because I get mad. I just use it. I can't help it sometimes. It just comes out. It's like permanent part of my vocabulary. Oh, yeah, this is this stupid-ass robot that Elon Musk is pitching. We'll look at that real quick. That's dumb. That's really stupid. And Elon Musk is saying, this is the guy we're giving money to build a dancing fucking robot. This is idiotic. And he went on, he's like, I think everybody in America will have, I think everybody in America will have a personal robot. Who the fuck? Who do you think we are? We can't even afford food. And you think we're all you're going to give us all personal robot? I mean, I'll take one. Hopefully it doesn't turn on us like an iRobot, because I'm getting a lot of iRobot vibes. But, you know what I mean? These people are delusional. They think that everybody in America is going to end up buying one of these dumbass robots that just doesn't do shit. And it's probably not your AI. It's probably somebody on a freaking remote control somewhere else, because he's done that shit before, too. They're going to eat him up. They're going to eat him up. They're going to eat him up. Freaking God. These people are so weird. Let me close some of these tabs. Holy shit. We're almost through it all. All right, so I want to talk about somebody. Not that he's going to hear this. I wish he would. Not that he's going to listen. I wish he would. Is somebody that could do so much good with the amount of money that he has. But he's made his money through very shitty means. His name's Aiden Ross. He is called an influencer. He is a social media personality. And I'll real quick before I go over his Twitter feed, just to give you an idea who he is. He's born in October 2000, so he's 24? Yeah, he'll be 25 this year. He's an internet personality and an online streamer. He's known for his collaborations with celebrities and live streams with NBA 2K, Grand Theft Auto 5. He previously streamed on Twitch, which he was permanently banned in 2023. However, the ban was lifted in March 2025, allowing him to return to the platform. A few days before his ban, he signed a live streaming service with Kick. Kick promotes it, but Kick is like a degenerate version of Twitch. They promote a lot of dirty shit like OF, and not dirty. OF's not dirty, I'm sorry, but they just promote a lot of OF, gambling. And I say dirty just because it's basically targeted kids. Because the kids, young 14, 15, 16-year-old kids, like this is what they're into, streaming. That's why I'm doing it, to try and reach the younger crowd and try and tell them, like, this is not how it's supposed to, this is not okay. Like, you should not be like this. Okay, so Florida, New York City. But yeah, he recently became a billionaire due to his crypto investments. But he makes a lot of money promoting gambling and just a lot of grimy shit. Not promoting a healthy lifestyle, especially for the younger generation. Knowing damn well that's his audience is the younger generation. He knows that. It's not like he's stupid. So he began streaming in Twitch while living with his sister, did all that, moved his way up the streaming platforms and stuff like that. In 2022, he interviews Kanye West following his controversial remark about Jewish people in 2022. And Kanye West, like, please, somebody get that guy in a hospital, man. He is not okay. That dude is not okay. All right, I'm just saying. I'm not going to speak on it, but the dude is not okay in the head. So after West reportedly told Ross on the phone, yeah, I'm not going to say that. So, yeah. After influencer Andrew Tate was arrested in Romania, we all know who Andrew Tate is, okay? Another toxic dude that targets younger men, especially younger white men, and sells them a load of bullshit about being an alpha male and being what masculinity is. Aiden Ross is part of that stupid ass shit. So 5 people had been authorized to visit Tate in detention, including Aiden, who said he was flying to Romania, was denied access by the Romanian government. In March 2024, Ross said that Tate had told him he would leave the country soon, resulting in Tate and his brother Tristan being arrested. Yeah, that's right. That's why he got arrested. He told him on stream he was the right Ross. The reason he got arrested, I believe. He later apologized to Tate during a live stream, saying he really effed up. That's fucking funny, you dumbass. Yeah. So some other shit that he's done. In March 2024, Ross dared a 19-year-old man drive his car into the Burrard Inlet at Rocky Point Park in Port Moody, Canada. After police were notified, the man was arrested at the scene. The incident received negative attention. Obviously, Ross has hosted white supremacist Nick Fuentes. He is a major reason why Donald Trump is in office right now. So if you guys want to be angry at somebody, can you see my mouse? Yeah. He's on social media. He's on Twitter. He's an asshole. He's a white supremacist too, who hangs out with black people and pretends like he's cool with them. He's a freaking piece of shit. So in 2024, Ross interviewed then former President Donald Trump on a stream and did the double dick dance. I wish they would put that. They should put that in Wikipedia. Can I submit it? Can I put that? Can I make a submission to Wikipedia? We got to give it the double dick. We got to call it the double dick dance. The thing they do, the thing he did on TikTok with President Trump, they look like insane people, especially when you watch it with no audio. Because like, the one thing I've realized making videos is like, if you're adding audio and stuff like that, when you first make the video, or like I was making a video with a buddy of mine and I'm like referencing something over top of my head, but there's nothing over top of my head, obviously, until I edit it in. So watching them do the double dick dance and of course it was YMCA, which, by the way, can we talk about it just for a second before I talk about Aiden's more? Can we talk about the fact that the YMCA, the song is literally about going to the YMCA to bum dudes in the shower? Like, I won't say it. That's what the song is about. And that's the song that they use for everything. It's Donald Trump's anthem, his gay anthem. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. They said they will sue anybody that calls it a gay anthem, even though it's... Come on, man, seriously. So, yeah, but he had over 500,000 concurrent viewers, much of them young men. You see where I'm going with this? Like, these people need to be checked. They need to be put in place. They're out of control. Now, there's good people that stream. Kai Cenat, I think, is a good person, I think. I don't know about Mr. Beast, because he's buddies with, what are the brothers' names? Those two dipshits, the blondes one. The one that fought Mike Tyson in that fake-ass fight. And the other one who started off doing dancing videos on, like, Vine or some shit, who's now worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I can't stand those guys. So I don't know about Mr. Beast. I think because it seems like people like Kai Cenat try to lift people up and give people opportunities. And he uses the money that he makes off of his viewers to try and and he's inspirational. He does like inspirational stuff. He's very entertaining. He actually puts a lot of effort into his streams. Where people like Aiden Ross, they'll just sit around like smoking weed and drinking and shit, and there's like talking and gambling, and just nothing good comes out of this guy. And he has all the money in the world, and he could do such good with it. But these people are so focused on, the capitalistic part of this. So yeah. Best streamer collab, he won for that shit. That's fucking crazy. He won an award for that. That was the dumbest interview ever. And he made an illegal contribution to Donald Trump and gave him like a $100,000 watch or some shit, which is, you cannot give. But he's an idiot, though. That's the thing. He's an idiot. He's not he's not an intelligent person. And I'm tired of us elevating the wrong people. We got to start elevating the right people. And we got to start teaching our kids the difference between good influencers and bad influencers. Okay, there is a difference. Not all influencers are the same, obviously, because then you get people like this dipshit and then Andrew Tate. But just to show you, like, this kid has 2.6 million followers. He's 24, 25 years old, living life to the fullest. He's out there bitching and moaning about, man, I'm just not hungry anymore. I think I'm just going to spend all my money. That way I'm broke again. Not give my money away, okay? Not build schools or fund public school lunch because the Republicans are taking it away. No, he just wants to spend it all. He wants to waste it all. Be broke, and then maybe he'll be hungry again and grind some more. Like stupid shit. Stupid shit. This guy's a moron. He has 2.6 million followers, and he's a billionaire. You know, it's Matt, USMC Angry Veteran on YouTube and TikTok. He said it before we did one of our shows, or the one that he helped guest host for me. Oh Jesus Christ, there we go. That picture says it all right there. That picture says it all. Oh, then we got Dana White. But Matt said all the wrong people have the money. And that statement has been stuck in my head ever since. He is so right. All the wrong people in this country have the money, and it seems like either the people that are good and have money are just not doing anything, which doesn't make them good, makes them shitty. I don't know, but all the wrong people have the money in this country. So here you go. Aiden Ross, Elon Musk, Dana White, Donald Trump. Okay? Donald Trump showing that he just removed his thumb from Elon Musk's ass there. So, and we have Dana White, who is on video beating the shit out of his wife. So there's that, you know, that's on his feed because they're buddies. Oh yeah, there you go. There's them, Donald Trump. I don't know, he's not banned from Twitter right now, but he doesn't really post anything on Twitter. Yeah, he doesn't really post on there. He's on these obscure sites like Kick, and there's like other sites that promote gambling, and I don't know how they got so out of control. There's way too many streaming services that promote some very negative stuff to very young people. And their target is specifically young men. So, yeah, he's not a good person at all. He's one of the reasons Donald Trump was elected. So, there's that. Yeah, so teach your kids the difference between good influencers and bad ones. There are good ones. I think Queso is decent. He seems like a pretty funny guy. He's funny. Seems like a pretty decent dude. Doesn't really get in any drama. There's JC and Sketch. They're funny. I'm 47 years old and know all these things about streamers. I think they're funny, but I'm not really sure. But I'm a little iffy on them, about people that they surround themselves with. I think they're making maybe some bad choices, but there are some good ones out there that try to elevate people, which is good because our youth, I think, is a little bit lost at the moment. Because, I mean, even just for example, like Charlie Kirk, they're out there specifically going to college campuses all over the country targeting white men. They're saying they'll debate anybody, but what they're trying to do is show that they're superior somehow. You know what I mean? That's why Charlie Kirk's going to sit there. He's going to be smug the entire time, and he's going to contradict you the entire time, whether you spit fact or not. And then some impressionable young white guy out there is going to be like, oh, yeah, he seems like he knows what he's talking about. A lot of people don't research. Even college people don't research. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but they're specifically targeting white young men. That's the goal. That is the goal. That's how they're building their base, and we have to somehow fight back against that. There was the Unfuck America tour, which got derailed for a moment. I think it's back on. I'm not really sure. I'm actually in contact with one of the people trying to get him on the podcast to have some fun, talk about Donald Trump stuff. He's a former sniper and shit. So actually reminds me, I got to send him a message. So, yeah, so we have a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff planned, a lot of stuff lined up. We have a good show. We have a guest coming this week. A lovely trans woman that we met in D.C. She's one of the speakers at the rally that we were at. She's going to be on the show. Spitting fire with us, talking some shit. And I forget what else we have planned. We have some other stuff planned. Hopefully we'll be doing stuff with Sons of Liberty soon. Again, you know, I mean, that was a lot of fun. I'll reach out to like Tennessee Brando and Coach D, see if those guys want to come back on. We'll have a lot of stuff lined up for the summer, I hope. But I need help. Like, we need help, man. So, again, if you guys are able to donate, any money that you guys do donate goes towards the show, goes towards keeping it running, you know, making sure that we're just able to keep the basics going, like the memberships costs and all the video editing shit and all that stuff, and trying to upgrade our gear. And, you know, eventually we'd like to, because my son would like to get involved too, but I don't expect him to work for free. You know what I'm saying? So there's like, I would love to get people involved and be able to lift people up. I guess that's kind of my point on the whole streaming thing. On Mike and I want to be the streamers or the influencers that if we do end up somehow being able to fund this properly, we want to help lift up other people and lift up other communities. And we want to be as loud as we fucking can for as long as we can. You know what I mean? So like today was kind of soul crushing this morning, but now I'm fired up again and feeling pretty damn good. I can't believe I've been rambling nonstop for the last couple hours. Sorry if I've been needed Patreon. I thought about that, but honestly, Cats and Man and Friends, I can't handle another damn social media account. Let me share. I'll show you my phone. I'll show you my phone. I can't even do it. I'll go crazy. All right, so this is not even including. So I have Linktree. So there's 10 in there. And then I have YouTube. I have Truth Social. Ground News isn't really. Ground News isn't social media, but I get more alerts from Ground News anymore. Like every time I get my Ground News alert, I'm like, fuck. Like I would one day with no Ground News alerts. You know how nice that would be. But no, and every time it's some dumb shit too. RFK Jr. swimming in a swamp. All right, so we got a couple minutes left. We got about 7 minutes. So what we're going to do is check in on old dumbass Trump and see what he's posting. Oh, cool. Yeah, posting stuff with our enemies. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's crazy. And don't hate me. I do follow him, but it's only because I think I only follow him and like Marjorie Taylor Greene to troll both of them. And my username is Trump is a punk bitch. Here, let me. Oh, hold up. I'll show you. You can see it down here, right there. See? Oh no, I moved. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong thing. I moved the chat. All right, never mind. Let me stop moving shit around. Let me put that back. Okay, cool. Whew, man. See what happens when I try to do stuff. So, yeah. Much celebration in Riyadh. I think he's going. Is he going to Qatar after this? Or Qatar? Or who cares? I don't care how to say it anymore. Which is funny because Qatar funded funds, not funded in past tense, currently funds Hamas, which is fighting Israel, or that Israel claims is. I don't know what's going on there, but is there a big breakup with Israel going on right now? Or is this some play to try and get them to recognize? Because I don't think Saudi Arabia even recognizes Israel as a country. They're like, man. So I don't know what the play is here. I'm sure we'll see it. And I'm sure it'll be stupid, as you could imagine. Just like Donald Trump saluting to all these Saudi officers. Like, you don't salute to... It's so stupid. It's embarrassing. This is humiliating. He should be visiting with the UK. He should be visiting with China, or fixing things with them. But no, he's pissing everybody else off. And then he's going to places like Saudi, who has not allegedly, he has actually murdered people, American people. So yeah, a bunch of that. Jesse Waters, they're celebrating it, saying it's such a good thing. He fell asleep. Oh, CDP Trump. We saw that, or did we see? Yeah, I think we saw that, right? Yeah, he posts a lot. He's in at different times. Let's see how many times he's posted in the last day. Hold on, I'm going to go back 24 hours. Oh, we're at 19 hours. All right. 23 hours. Okay. 22 hours. 23 hours. Okay. Okay, he reposted that at 23 hours. He reposted that at 23 hours ago. He reposted that at 23 hours ago. He reposted that at 23 hours ago. What the fuck is he doing? These are all repost after repost after repost. And they're all from 23 hours ago. 19 hours ago. Okay, we're going back in time. Fox News. Jesus, bro. This is crazy. Oh, okay, now we're in a day ago. Finally. Oh my God. That's crazy. Teenagers don't post this much, right? Like, that's insane. Oh yeah, Allen Live Golf. That's Saudi owned now. Plus in Qatar, I think he's building like a six. They offered him like a $6 billion. So it's kind of big ass real estate golf course deal for worth $5 or $6 billion, and that's why they're giving him the jet. That's why they're doing it, and it's probably all taxpayer funded too somehow. I'm sure. Here's the post, the meltdown post. We got to read this one because this is good. This is good, and then we'll get out of here. This is the perfect way to stop. Donald Trump says, okay, this is 1 day ago, roughly. The Boeing 747 is being given to the United States Air Force Department of Defense, not to me, in all caps. It is a gift from the nation Qatar that we have successfully defended for many years. It will be used by our government as a temporary Air Force One. That is a bad idea, dude. That is a bad idea. What if they booby trapped it? All right, never mind. I'm not gonna go. Oh, he's on his way home? Okay, cool. All right. Problem solved. Why should our military... Wait. It'll be used by our government temporary Air Force One until such time as our new Boeings, which are very late on delivery, arrive. Why should our military, and therefore our taxpayers, be forced to pay hundreds of millions of dollars when they can get it for free? It's not for free. From a country that wants to reward us for a job well done. Big savings is how he's spending it. Will be instead to make America great again. Oh my God. Only a fool would not accept this gift. And then afterwards, it's being transferred to the Trump Presidential Library, which is just ironic because Donald Trump can't read. I think I reads at like a 5th grade level. I just find it hilarious that he says they're going to save money, even though it's going to cost $1 billion roughly to retrofit this thing. Because if he gets in this thing if he's in this plane right now, if he's in this plane right now, that's insane. If he's insane, that's crazy. That's crazy. There could be listening devices. There could be booby traps. There could be bombs. There could be all kinds of shit on there. There could be poisons. They could have an oxygen tank in there filled with poison to pump it through the gas vents. Like, I'm sorry, like I watch too many movies. But I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities there. And if he does, and the guy I watched today was an expert on these things, on how to build like Air Force One. He said it would take longer than Donald Trump's going to be in office his second term to do the job properly. Because they would have to rip every shred off the walls. I mean, this thing would be pretty much bare bones down factory rivets by the time they're done, and then they would have to completely modify it and rebuild it. You're supposed to be able to survive an EMP blast in Air Force One. It's supposed to be reinforced. You're supposed to be able to securely operate wars from the air on Air Force One. You don't have that capabilities or that security on a gift from a foreign country that we're kind of not really friends with. Kind of are, maybe not a little bit. Who knows? They're kind of creeps and support Hamas. But, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's not. I think it's crazy. But I honestly think we're going to see him in it very soon. I think he's going to lie. I think he's going to come out and be like, yep, they got the job done. I had him work 24 hours a day to get the plane up and running, and I guarantee there won't be shit done to it. It's going to be the most unsecure presidential plane ever made. I just call it a hunch. But I know when they call it, they knew how to play him like a fiddle. Mr. Trump, President Trump, it's a palace in the sky. Dude got aroused. I'm serious. Donald Trump heard palace in the sky and didn't hear shit after that. It's like, I want this. I want the palace in the sky. I'm a king. I deserve a palace. Oh my God, these people are crazy, man. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I have for today, guys. Thanks for all being here. We had a lot more viewers than we normally do. I'm hoping to continue this trend. I'm going to keep putting out content. We're still doing our 3 shows a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with me, Mike, and James. But I'm going to continue doing the news recaps just because there is so much news, and it's honestly easier to stream it like this than it is to put a podcast together. It takes hours to put one show together, where this I can put together myself in a couple hours and talk for 2 hours about news articles for because the news is happening so fast. I feel like it needs to be brought to you faster. And you know, you need to hear stories, and you need to hear it from people that aren't corporate news and don't have any sponsors or corporate interests or any, like, you know what I mean? Like, we do this for the love of the game. We don't have any anything to gain financially from doing this at the moment. You know what I mean? There's no incentive for us to do this other than just we feel like it's necessary. So we thank you guys for being with us this whole time. Get the word out. If you want to share this live, tell them I'll be on tomorrow again, 6 to 8 o'clock. I'm going to be on Saturday, 6 to 8 o'clock. No, that's a fib. What's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday I'm going to chill because we have shows Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I need one day off. So I'll be on tomorrow again from 6 to 8. So if you enjoyed tonight and had some fun, man, just say, hey, look, I found this guy on YouTube. He's kind of quirky. He's kind of weird, but he speaks the truth and says it how it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people need to see. And I want to talk to men, especially young men, tell them, like, you can't, the toxic masculinity shit, we have to start teaching kids there's a better way to do things. It can't be that. We cannot let our young men turn into the new Andrew Tates and Aiden Rosses of the world. So we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of fight ahead of us. Thank you guys for watching. I'm glad this is starting to work pretty good. Yeah. Love you guys. Again, if you want, visit our link tree. It's got our social media, our GoFundMe information in there and everything like that. So love you guys. Have a good night. If you want to be entertained even further, I'm about to live stream Doom, The Dark Ages on TikTok. Actually, I'm going to multi-stream it. I'm going to stream it on Twitch too. That comes out in 12 minutes on the East Coast. So I have it downloaded, ready to go. So I will see you guys soon.